No matter the outcome, the journey feels less daunting when I'm not walking it alone. Your presence turns the unknown into something I can face with courage. The fear of what's ahead fades when I know I have you by my side. Even when everything feels uncertain, you make me feel like everything will be okay. In the quiet of waiting, it's your presence that fills the silence with hope. Walking into the unknown is less terrifying when we walk hand in hand. I may not have all the answers, but having you here makes everything feel possible. Your steady presence gives me the strength to face whatever comes next. In the silence of waiting, all I wish for is your hand to hold. When the world feels heavy, it's your presence that lightens the burden. Fear fades when you walk beside me, even in the most uncertain times. A moment shared can make a world of difference, especially when facing the unknown. I don't need answers right now, just someone to stand by me. In the midst of worry, all I need is someone who cares enough to stay close. The doctor's office feels less intimidating when I know you're right there with me. When life is unpredictable, your support is the only thing that feels steady. No diagnosis can change the way I feel about having you by my side. In times of vulnerability, your strength becomes my greatest comfort. Sometimes it's not the words we say, but the quiet presence we offer. Even when uncertainty looms, having you next to me brings a sense of calm. Walking into the unknown becomes less daunting when we walk together. It's the quiet moments together that provide the most healing. When I feel like I'm losing control, your support is the only thing that keeps me grounded. Sometimes, just being there is the most powerful thing you can do. The weight of the unknown is lighter when I'm not carrying it alone. With you beside me, even the scariest moments feel manageable. I need you more than I can put into words right now. Your presence is the calm in the storm of my thoughts. I don't need to be strong all the time, just strong enough to be here with you. The greatest comfort in times of fear is knowing someone understands. In moments of uncertainty, your support is my anchor. It's not the doctor's advice I fear, but the loneliness of facing it alone. Even when I don't know what comes next, your hand in mine makes it feel okay. Fear is quieter when shared, and strength is found in your presence. Your company makes the scariest places feel just a little bit safer. The thought of facing this alone makes the journey harder than it needs to be. There is a quiet strength in knowing you are not alone in the struggle. I may not understand what's ahead, but I know I'll face it better with you by my side. Even in the waiting room, your support fills the silence with peace. The road to healing is not one we walk alone, and I'm grateful you're with me. There's no way to predict the future, but your presence makes facing it less terrifying. In the hardest moments, all I ask is that you don't leave me to face them alone. Life's uncertainties become a little more bearable with someone who cares to stay. It's not the doctor's words that matter most, but who's there to hear them with you. Sometimes, just knowing someone is walking beside you makes all the difference. You are the calm in my chaos, the comfort in my worry. Even in fear, there's peace knowing you're here with me. Facing challenges becomes less about the fight and more about who we fight for. The strength to face the unknown comes not from within, but from the ones we trust. There are moments in life where we don't need answers, just understanding. I don't have to have everything figured out as long as I have you by my side. Even in my vulnerability, I find strength in knowing you'll be there every step of the way. When you're with me, even the scariest unknowns lose some of their power. Together, we make uncertainty feel just a little more certain. In the moments of doubt, your presence is the reminder I need that I'm not alone. The doctor's office might be full of uncertainty, but your support is a sure thing. Life is unpredictable, but I find peace in knowing I don't have to face it alone. There are no guarantees in life, but the comfort of your presence is enough for now. Walking through this moment with you makes me believe we can handle anything together. When everything else feels uncertain, I know I can count on you to be there. In the midst of my fear, your presence is the calm I crave. Sometimes the bravest thing we can do is allow someone else to walk with us. Facing the unknown is less daunting when I don't have to face it alone. The comfort of your presence in moments like this speaks louder than any words could. It's not the doctor's diagnosis that scares me, but the thought of facing it without you. With you by my side, even the hardest days are easier to endure. Sometimes, the best way to face our fears is together, step by step. I don't know what's coming, but with you here, I know I can handle whatever comes next.